Hi there, this is Ronnie coming at you with another video. Um, yeah, I posted a video up earlier, realised I'd made a big error in it and I've taken it down and I'm redoing it. Anyway, um, it's the middle of the year and I thought I would do a quick video on the games I'm currently, or have recently finished, currently running and hopefully going to be coming soon, and also game I'm playing in. So recently finished a game of Castle Falkenstein. Uh, Always good fun. Left it on a nice cliffhanger. Always good. Enjoyed that. Players seem to enjoy themselves, so that went well. Currently, I have 3 games on the go, and I'm prepping a 4th that I'm running, and I'm also playing in another game. Games I'm running are all using the Savage Worlds system. I'm starting. The more I'm using Savage Worlds, the more I'm falling in love with it. Just for the simplicity of it. So at the moment, I'm running a Supers game. It's not using a specific setting. I actually got the map from the RPG Corporia. Is it Corporia? Anyway, and I'm using that city map as the setting. And just using Savage Worlds and the Superpowers Companion. Haven't quite found my rhythm with Supers games yet. This is the first time I've ever run one in 30 years of gaming, 30 years plus of gaming. So it's been unusual. It's been a bit of a learning curve. I think the players are enjoying it, but it's been a bit unusual for me. But yeah, it's going to get to. There's maybe 1 or 2 sessions left in it, and then I'll be able to kind of stop at a convenient moment and go and do something else, and then come back to it. And hopefully by then I'll have found a rhythm to work with. The second game is one I've recently started, which is Shaintar, which is a really sort of epic high fantasy campaign setting. Rather than do something quite dark, which is usually my want with fantasy games, I wanted to see if I could do something sort of pure, clear. The player characters are the good guys, and the bad guys are very bad, and the good guys are really good, and really sort of epic, heroic, high fantasy. I want to see if I can still do it. I've not run a game like this in about 20 years, so I'm sort of testing myself. First session went well. 4-hour session, no combat. Yes, folks, you can have a whole session of a high fantasy game without combat. It can be done. Probably going to be combat in the next session, which is tomorrow, as I'm recording this. But it can be done. Then we have the third one, which I'm sort of running over the internet using Roll20, and that is a cyberpunk game using Savage Worlds and the Interface Zero 2.0 campaign setting, which is huge book. Seriously huge book. Again, cyberpunk is not. It's not a genre I've had a lot of play of. I haven't run a cyberpunk game before, and the closest really the only time I've really played a cyberpunk game has been the sessions of Corporation that I played with Jason, the Rogue DM, and the one shot that Becky Rose Dungeon Girl ran at Games Expo. So they've really been the closest to Cyberpunk I've run. I've been involved in, before this. I think the game. I've gone for something kind of bog standard. The characters have been hired, got a job. Obviously, there's been some complications, some double crosses. Fairly typical stuff, but I wanted to keep it simple for myself for the first time running Cyberpunk. I think that, again, I think the players are enjoying it. I'm enjoying running it, and I'm looking forward to bringing that to its natural conclusion. The next game that I'm running, which I've done characters for, or nearly got all the player characters for, is Shadows of Cthulhu, which is a True 20 setting. Cthulhu has become its own genre now. There are so many Cthulhu games. It's almost, you can't even say that Cthulhu is horror. It's become its own thing. It's become Cthulhu. I've got Call of Cthulhu 4th edition. I was tempted to run it with that, but I wanted to see, having bought Shadows of Cthulhu because I got it half price and a sale, I want to see if Shadows of Cthulhu will run a Cthulhu game and have that feel that Call of Cthulhu gives. It's looking okay so far. Devil will be in the details when I actually run it, but it's looking okay. Game I'm playing in at the moment is a game that is being run by Jason, the Rogue DM, and his ongoing sort of Clockwork saga that we're involved in using D&D 5th. I'm enjoying playing that very much. Jason does an awful lot of work and is really starting to relax into doing improv more, which is great to see. It's always kind of awe-inspiring when you're sitting and you're seeing a GM evolving and growing as you're doing games with them. It's great, and he's a very good GM, and I'm very much enjoying the game. It's D&D 5th. I mean, it's an okay system, but as I've said in previous videos, there's nothing in that system that has me going, yeah, I've got to have that. There's no wow factor to set D&D 5th above other fantasy, generic fantasy games and systems that I already own. So what's coming up for me? Well, I'm looking at maybe running something else online with the players, maybe add some players. Not sure what I'm going to use for that. I've got a few ideas. I'm thinking of doing some gaming on a Wednesday night at my friendly local gaming store and introducing some of the games I haven't used so far. I said I wasn't going to pick up the Age version of Blue Rose, but I found someone selling it secondhand for half price, and I just picked it up. Because I like the Age system and I like Blue Rose's background, and I want to see what it was like. I'm intrigued to run that, see how that fits. Fortune's Fool is still to get a good play. I think that's going to be up and coming. I could see myself using a Pendragon. Maybe a Song of Ice and Fire. I'm very, very, very tempted to consider Nephilim as a possible game. but we'll see. You really have to have, you've got to have a decent scenario. You've got to have players who are prepared to commit fully to that sort of weird ideology and sort of background that Nephilim has. But yeah, that's pretty much the situation at the moment. So that's the midterm report. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video.